Welcome to Movie Wars, and on this show we like to talk about the latest hard-hitting topics in the movie world. On the first episode, we'll be talking about the best movie moments of 2016, the best effects of 2016, and the most anticipated movie of 2017. Our panelists this week consist of Cameron Zielinski, Shazeb, and Jalen Simpson. Let's start off with Cameron. What do you think is the best movie moment of 2016?
Okay, what I think the best movie moment of 2016 was the Captain America Civil War airport fight. I love that scene because it didn't introduce all these characters, but it had characters that we all cared about, and they were all going against each other, and it was really intense, and it introduced the new Spider-Man, which I loved, and it was just a great scene overall.
What I think is the best movie moment of 2016 was the Doctor Strange New York City fight between him and the main villain. That was like Inception on acid. It was amazing. The special effects of that scene were awesome, and everything else was too.
So yeah, I don't go on the lighter side of things, but I definitely agree with your guys' things. The Doctor Strange fight was amazing. Effects are great in that movie. Civil War fight is amazing because the characters, but I'm going to go with the Zootopia scene. The sloth scene was the funniest thing I've seen, honestly, in a Disney movie. Disney really outdid themselves with this movie, with the theme and everything, but that scene in particular, just how they're showing how the sloth is slow, and they're just telling the jokes, and you can go see it online, but it was just hilarious. I could not stop laughing.
But while that scene was hilarious on its own, they kind of spoiled that by just putting it in the trailers.
Yeah.
So when you go see it in the actual movie, it's not as funny as it was the first time. And while I like your pick, I think that wasn't even the best moment in the movie. The best moment, I think, was the last fight between Iron Man, Cap, and Bucky.
Definitely.
All right, sounds like we all have great opinions here. So I'll throw it to you, Jalen, for the next one. What do you think were the best effects of 2016 in movies?
Okay, what I'm going to go with right here is Jungle Book, because Jungle Book, it had a sense of the little kid, obviously, but the animals were just so well done in the CGI. Honestly, sometimes you couldn't even tell it was CGI. Sometimes it was that good, and especially with the orangutan, Christopher Walken, that part was amazing. All the little monkeys, just the effect, the singing, everything just outdid themselves. Even there's a fire. I'm not gonna say why, but it was this huge fire, and the effects I can't even talk because it was crazy. It was an amazing show.
See, I'm going with Doctor Strange's effects. Those were crazy. I seen them in the trailer, and I was already going to see the movie because it was Marvel, of course, but that just made me want to go see it so much more because they showed the NYC fight, and I was so just into it, and the effects were just crazy. Like Shazeb said, the effects are on acid, man. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to agree with Cameron here too, since Doctor Strange's whole world, it's not even physical, it's all made up of, I can't even find the right words, but
the magic and all this illusions.
And compared to the Jungle Book, while Doctor Strange, I think, hands down takes it.
Yeah.
All right. And for our last topic, I'm going to throw it to you, Shazeb, which is, what is the most anticipated movie of 2017?
While there are a ton of upcoming movies with a ton of hype, I am going to have to go with Logan. Because since this seems to be the final movie of Hugh Jackman, I'm sure it's going to hit all the emotional strikes. And you know what? I think it might be even good enough to go for Best Picture at the Oscars.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on this one. I think Cameron can agree on this one too. Not only because we are huge Marvel fans, but honestly, this movie, when you first go see the trailer, if you had nothing, no knowledge of the X-Men, you think it was just a normal drama movie until you see Klaus, honestly. And this movie just looks so well done with big actors like Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, and this little girl, X-23. It looks like she can be up and coming, and it looks like she's doing really good in the trailers, even though she hasn't really said anything. It just looks like a great movie, and I cannot wait.
Yep. Obviously, I agree too. When I first seen the trailer, I was just, I don't know what I was thinking, but then I kept watching the trailer over and over again, and I fell in love with it. Like they were saying, like it couldn't even be a superhero movie. It would just look like an amazing movie by itself. But the fact that Wolverine and they're introducing X-23 and then Professor X is going to be in it too, it just makes it even more better than what it was originally.
All right. Seems that everyone really likes Wolverine, even though Spider-Man is way cooler. But I digress. This has been your first installment of Movie Wars. I'm Josh Peklo, and I'll see you next week.